today me and Ian are going to be interviewing each other right after graduation of high school, and sorry, we're going to talk about our early life and so on till now. And yeah, let's start the interview.
So this is going to be about my life story. It's probably going to be a long video because I'm going to share lots of detail in this interview.
Yep.
I don't really have anything to share from birth to 2 years old, except for watching Baby Einstein and stuff, since I probably knew about that show since birth.
Oh, I see.
Nothing really dramatic happened. It wasn't up until I was 3 or 4 where I got fed mac and cheese and didn't want to try it. It was at a daycare.
Oh, what the hell? Really?
Yeah, I was only 3 or 4.
Oh, I see. My life was a bit different. Like around that time, I probably was more used to having mac and cheese.
I mean, I like mac and cheese now, but
Yeah,
at
it's good
that
now.
time I probably didn't.
Yeah, for real.
And also not mention the fact that I literally split my head open when I was 3 or 4.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that. It wasn't good.
I do not remember. My parents do, though.
Oh, God.
I think that's when I found out about ceiling fans. When I was at when I was at the last daycare place
Wow.
that I was being taken to.
What? What?
Yeah, I saw the ceiling fan spinning really, really fast. When I was a lot younger. That's probably how I became interested in ceiling fans, I think.
Interesting.
Also mentioned the time where I lifted a chair over my head in preschool.
How'd you actually lift a freaking chair? That's honestly crazy.
Over my head in preschool.
Oh.
It was actually at school when I did that. To be honest, I just started walking with it when the chair was on top of my head.
Oh.
And then this is where the moment happens. This is when I was in kindergarten. I remember hiding under my chair.
Hey, how? What? Wait, since when were you starting to hide under a freaking chair? That honestly is crazy.
I don't remember doing that. My parents told me.
Oh, so you learned how to do that?
No, I did not learn how to hide under a chair. I probably just figured it out myself.
Oh, okay, okay. Honestly, though, yeah. Yeah, you can learn that yourself.
I've had some moments in kindergarten. Not really that much. We did have buddies, though I don't really remember.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know. First grade is where, things start to get interesting.
Alright.
For first grade, I was in a class with people with disabilities,
Oh.
and, there were some people that couldn't control their emotions at school.
Alright.
I would literally see someone, take...
Vote one by one until
Yeah, someone, in my first grade class, just taking their clothes off out of complete anger. What do you think of that?
What? That's crazy.
I find that unbelievable.
That's so weird.
Although there was one time, or multiple times, where I had to do buddies, I got, paired up with, a third or fourth grader. When I was in first grade.
Wait, what?
Did you? I'm dead ass.
Oh, no.
Did you have to go through any like that?
In, early life?
Yeah,
Not really. I don't know, my early
good
life.
for you.
I kind of forgot my early life, kind of.
Oh.
Yeah. My early life wasn't terrible, it's just stuff I forgot. It's just stuff I really just forgot in mind.
Yeah, and also forgot I had, nightmares about Baby Einstein since I was 4. Why did I not even think of that?
Oh my god, I used to even ask you, oh, are you afraid of Einstein? Baby Einstein? No. Absolutely not. Okay, anyways.
I was in classes with people with disabilities up until, mid-second grade.
Okay.
Yep, and also there was one time where I threw up all over my entire bed when I was like
What the?
6 or 7.
Okay, what the hell? When did that happen?
Huh?
When did
Like
that
when did
happen?
that?
Yeah.
Like I was in like first grade.
Oh. Okay.
And yeah, I had to miss like a buddy day, and in my head I was like, thank God.
All right.
To be honest, that's pretty much everything for first grade. I don't really have anything else to share that's like anything that's
First grade
important.
though, like legit, I had the freaking last day of school on freaking June 13th, bro. That was uncalled for, actually.
I think my second grade last day was like closer to there too.
Okay.
So in second grade, that's when mid second grade I got like moved to a general education class.
Oh.
And I noticed it was a little bit harder to like behave there, and like they were more strict.
Oh.
They were more strict, and it was just like I eventually got used to it. I don't really have anything dramatic to share in second grade.
Oh, okay. Second grade, I didn't really have much to say in life. Like, nothing much happened.
Third grade is where things take a turn.
Third grade. I.
And also I think I found out, and I think this might have been the year that I found out about Super Mario.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's a lot more.
Okay.
Third grade was a real pain in the ass for me.
Oh, no. Oh, what now?
Let me ask you this. Have you ever heard of EDCC before?
Nah.
Extended Day Childcare. You've never heard of it?
Yeah. I haven't heard of it.
Interesting. So basically it's where some people go after school if some kids go after school if parents have to work or something. Like extended day childcare is like where kids from elementary school, like it's just right at the school. It's where they go if their parents can't pick them up, and they just stay there for longer until like 6 p.m. At like the latest.
Oh.
Lucky for me, I didn't stay until 6 p.m., but I did stay pretty late at some occasions. Well, guess what time how late I had to stay in that
Wait, how?
in EDCC?
Wait, how long? Wait, so third grade? You
Like
have to,
take a
like 12? Like 12 a.m.?
no, it was like 6 p.m. is when it closes. 6 p.m. is when it closes.
What the hell?
If you don't get your homework done in third grade, you have to sit on the bench during recess and finish your homework.
Oh.
Yeah. Third grade is where I also missed the most days of school in an entire school year.
Oh. I see.
Mainly because I was sick a lot that year.
Oh. Okay. That's
Yeah,
weird.
and there was also yeah, I forgot to show this information in second grade, but if there was a 3 o'clock day, I would say like nap time and then just fall asleep.
Oh.
Like I would try to, and then be like, it wouldn't be successful because I would have to do work in second grade.
Okay.
Also, my
Alright.
parents were not happy about me not completing my homework at ECC.
What the?
There were these days of collaboration days and non-collaboration days for each Wednesday, and they were just like little hell for me
Oh boy.
because some Wednesdays we would get out at 2, some Wednesdays we would get out at 3. And on 3 o'clock Wednesdays, I would refuse to do any homework at ECC. 2 o'clock Wednesdays and other days, I would only do homework until like 2:50, which was before recess, because there were like a few times where I had to stay in during recess and finish my homework, and I was like, screw it, I'm not doing that.
Honestly though,
My parents got.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So like, I was always doing my homework and stuff, but I didn't really go to an EDC something. I just kept up with the regular general education.
EDCC.
Yeah, I didn't go there. I just went to just regular general education.
Were you in small classes like for people with disabilities?
Uh, Back then, no, I didn't. I didn't have like disabilities back then. I was just a normal kid, just casually just.
Yeah, I know you. We both have autism.
Yeah, until I got like autism somewhere in like I don't even know how old, but somewhere in my early ages.
I was 3 when I got diagnosed with autism.
I probably got diagnosed with it. Yeah, probably like I don't even know when. Probably once then. Or I don't even know when. I don't even know when I specifically got diagnosed with it. Probably like when I was little, but I just don't remember. But I know that there was a situation where when I was like 3, I've I got a ridiculously high fever that put me to the hospital. Nearly died, but I'm fine.
That's what
I'm here. I'm here.
that's what happened to me.
You had a
That's what
seizure?
happened to me.
You actually had a seizure?
No, no, no. You said wait. Was it a fever or a seizure?
Well, it was a seizure.
Oh, so I got sent to the hospital because I had a high fever.
Nowadays when I had a high fever, I was actually fine without going to the hospital. But when I went to the hospital when I was 3, I freaking had a freaking seizure. I couldn't even breathe. Like it
That's
was
really
that bad.
that's really scary.
Yeah, I don't know how I actually managed to survive as a human being. I would have died at age 3, but nope. Somehow I managed to survive the odds. I don't even
How
know
long
how.
were you at the hospital for?
I can't even recall. I forgot because it was like probably like multiple hours. I don't even know when.
I had to stay overnight at a hospital for like 3 days.
What the bro? Mine wasn't even that bad. I don't even know what the hell happened to me. My memory is just complete like doo doo.
Understandable. Anyways, where was I? Oh, yeah, homework. Yeah, so my parents weren't happy for me completing my homework on time. And, like, there were times where I had to stay at, like, there were times where I didn't finish and my mom would come early and I would be like, oh, hell no. I didn't finish
Okay.
my homework.
Oh, I never
I
had
would, like,
issues with. I never had issues with finishing up homework. It's just like this year I've had issues with it, but over
why
time
do you
I
have,
because I was just
why should I have
lazy.
issues?
I was just lazy.
Yeah,
This year I was just real dead lazy.
understandable.
Yeah,
So, my parents would, like, take away my dog from me. They wouldn't let me play with him because of homework.
fair
I
enough.
was like 8 or 9 at the time. Like, which I honestly think is kind of unfair because I loved my dog at the time.
Oh, right, right.
Yeah. And no offense, but if my parents took my dog away for homework, I probably would not care.
Oh,
But I
right.
still have to like take care of my dog and like feed him and give him water and stuff.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, if you got a pet, you gotta do stuff for your pet.
Yeah, you got to do that. And to be honest, I might have gotten into an argument with my parents when I was 8 or 9. I don't really remember.
Oh, I've had several freaking arguments at that age too.
Understandable.
I don't know. That was like a long time ago, and I had pretty garbage memory. Other than that, not much really happened to me when I was like 8 or 9. Because like when I was like 8, nothing really just happened. It's just a casual like average days of schools and like I don't know. When I was 9, I don't know what happened. I think I had got a freaking skateboard that I don't even use today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so what I so at 9 years for me at like 9 years old, like wasn't able to like get my I wasn't managing my time very well with homework,
Oh, I mean, I actually did
which
fine.
got yeah, that's what got me a missing homework slip and had to do sit on the bench during recess. It happened to me like only twice the entire school year, but still, it's pretty bad.
So stuff that really happened when I was 10. Honestly, I just got a new scooter that I still have today, and I can still ride it. There was one time where I actually used my scooter from like 7 years ago, and then like I was able to get to school in like well former high school in the freaking 5 minutes, whereas as long as it takes for me to drive there. Other than that, nothing much really happened when I was 10. It's just all I got was just a new scooter. That's pretty much it. Oh
Moving
wait,
on.
oh, I actually forgot to recall something. Like I remember when I was 10, like I was at this party with like my family and like that, like a lot of family friends, and then I ate this jalapeno and my tongue just burned like crazy, and then my mom had to result with giving me a lot of like ice water, and that actually helped, but cold milk could have helped it. But I actually wasn't even interested in cold milk until like recently, very recently actually.
Milk draws the spice out more than water.
Yeah, well, ice water.
Right, yeah. Moving on to fourth grade. I don't really think like I was like between 9 and 10. I don't really have like anything much to actually share except for one thing.
What?
I had an iPad in fourth grade. There was one time where where I wanted to record something.
All right.
This was actually when I wanted to like make lots of videos. I remember like recording very long videos on my mom's phone, just doing like random.
Oh,
I was always into making videos.
not gonna lie, though, I haven't really been into videos until like a few years ago. But I haven't really started filming until I was like 15 or something.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
when I was in fourth grade, there was one time where I forgot my iPad to bring to my grandparents' house,
Oh,
and this was back in August. I don't know if I was in school or not.
probably. Probably before.
Well, I don't remember. Well, I don't remember.
I don't even know either. Like, I don't know what I did. What I really did in fourth grade was just like learning how to play dodgeball. I think when I was like, what, 5 or 6 or something, I was like freaking good at basketball until my dad discouraged me and I couldn't even be as good at basketball anymore. But I actually did really good in like flag football when I was like in my early ages, and then I stopped playing it when I was like 8 because there was just nothing else. There's no flag football programs for guys, so well in a while. So but
I used to
anyways.
play soccer in my early life, but that didn't go well. I didn't want to play it.
Yeah, I used to play basketball back in those days, but didn't go well due to discouragement, and then I ended up resorting to flag football, which got me interested.
Okay,
Yeah,
understandable.
yeah. Moving on.
All right. In fourth grade, in September I was like really worried that I was gonna like forget my iPad from my grandparents. Once I got to like the EDC, like I told my teacher that I was concerned, but I didn't like tell her why I was concerned. That I was worried that I forgot my iPad at my grandparents' house.
Yeah,
Not at my grandparents' house, but at home, and thought I thought I was gonna leave it at home. I was like really panicking.
I see. I see.
But like once I got to like the EDCC place, I called my mom, and would you believe it? My iPad was packed in the backpack to go to my grandparents' house.
All right, all right, all right. We're just gonna say it's not funny, but just wait. You actually heard it ringing?
Uh, n- no, like my iPad was in a different place. I wasn't ringing. It was like there was like
Like
a
buzzing?
phone at the EDCC place that I called my mom on. There's a few things I forgot to share in my early life before I move on to fifth grade.
Yeah.
For the last like from second to fourth grade, I would always stay at a friend's house after school on the first day. And I had homework on third grade, and I didn't want to do it at my friend's house, and I just scolded at my teacher saying, "I don't want to do it."
Oh my God. Yeah,
I
just
was
don't.
not a fan of my third grade teacher, to be
Oh.
honest.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. Honestly,
I
I
might
just
have
kept doing
been,
homework.
yeah, I might have been discouraged by her a couple times. I don't remember.
Uh-oh, not good. I think around that time of the year, I was like freaking good at math. I don't even know how I managed to like be faster than everyone else with in terms of finishing up math problems. Bro, I was such a genius at it.
Yeah, I was also good at math too.
I actually loved math. Well, until now. Nowadays, it just got worse.
Yeah, I've been thinking the same thing.
Yeah, math is just getting worse, and then
All right, there was one time where I spent the night at one of my friend's house when he moved because he moved away, and like both of us had 3DSs. It's like I got my 3DS in like Christmas of 2016.
okay, that's like You
And
have
as of
not.
right now, it still works.
Dang.
It just has to be plugged in all the time, because if I unplug it and play it for like just a few minutes,
It
it turns
dies.
off.
That's weird.
And then it just turns back on. Like, the battery is probably being... I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh no, because I remember like before I was born, I think there was like a console called the PlayStation 3. It's like a really old console from like 2006. Oh yeah, my parents got that before I was even born, and then it actually still works fine somehow. After like what 19 years in there, that's just been sitting there. Yeah, it still works.
There was also one time where I had to stay at, like, one of my friend's house until, like, 9:30 or 10 at night,
What?
and I went home that late.
Bro, what?
That's because my dad and my brother had an event. There's a lot of personal information that I just don't want to share about this.
Yeah, no.
But I think you know some of it, just don't expose it.
No, I'm not gonna expose it because that wouldn't be right. Anyways, though, like back in those days, I used to have a really good sleep cycle. I would sleep at like 8 p.m., like 8:30 p.m. Like
Oh, yeah.
I used to sleep that early.
Yeah, same with me.
Yeah, but now I just sleep dead late.
Yeah, same. I used to go to bed at like 7:30
Oh God.
or 7:45. All right. Moving on to 5th grade. There's nothing really else to share about 4th grade or the rest of my elementary school career.
Well, 5th grade, I had a really, really weird time because some f***ing girl reported me to a office over like, oh, I touched someone's butt. No, no, I did not do that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like, oh my god, bro. I never touched someone's ass. What the fuck? I don't do that. Like, that is honestly the most dumbest piece of shit I've ever heard. First bullshit I've ever heard. Oh my god, if I can
think
get
I had-
reported to the office, that honestly was pretty shit. It was not great. I crashed out.
Yeah.
I was crashing out after that happened.
All right. I think I had the same situation happen to me before, but it was a lot different. But I'm going to get to that later. Before, let me ask you this question, Drules.
Yeah, what happened?
Have you ever heard of an au pair before?
No? What?
You've never heard of one?
Nope. I never did.
Let me look them. Okay, yeah. Because I've had like two. Let me look them up really quick. Let me just look up what they are really quick.
Yeah, I don't even know what they look like, but alright.
All right, so it's basically a young person that just from another country that lives with a family and just helps them out in some.
What the hell? Yeah, I never heard that word, bro.
You've never even heard of it?
No, absolutely not.
So I actually had like two of them. Not at once, just one at a time.
Oh, okay.
So, I did get an au pair in the summer, and then, at first it seemed like everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, everything is gonna be fine.
Yeah, then
But
what?
then, what do you think happened?
I have no idea.
I started like doing, I started getting into fights with her.
What?
Not physical. It's just like arguments,
Like, why? What were you even arguing about?
random shit. I think.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
really remember I don't really remember right now.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't think anyone knows why, like, I did that.
Alright.
Like, why I actually did that is because I was scared of her. I was actually scared of her.
Oh, no. What actually happened after that?
It just, like, continued to happen for, like, most of the time she was there. To be honest, I feel, like, really bad for doing that. Like, I should have not done that.
Anything else?
And there was... Oh, yeah, the bullshit thing that happened to me.
Oh, no.
So basically, I did have like one of my best friends tell me to tell another person to stop bothering them, and this has just been going on and on and on and on for a while.
Oh, boy. Alright.
Like, very, very, like, it was eventually bad that eventually the entire three of us got reported to the principal's office,
What?
and then the principal had to have a talk with us about this bullshit that happened.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's honestly fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
life
and the
isn't
principal
fair.
was yeah, in some ways. I would probably say that I didn't really have as much homework as I did in 5th grade and like 3rd and 4th grade, and I just felt that that was kind of strange to me. And there's also, I think there might have been like one thing that I forgot to share
Yeah.
about the videos. Like, I started making videos when I was 9. I was practicing to be a YouTuber, like recording video games with my iPad set up on a chair facing the TV. I was like, yeah.
Alright.
Like, I was doing really well. Because I had some friends over to help me out with that.
Oh, okay.
Because I witnessed something unexpected with one of my friends before.
Wait,
like,
what?
when they were at my house.
Alright.
Because one of them threw up.
Oh no.
For eating way too much food.
Oh yeah, I remember I used to like vomit so much back.
Oh yeah, I think I did too.
Yeah, I used to.
Yeah, I didn't see it happen, but I heard it happened. My parents weren't even home.
Oh no, that was even worse. He should
I
have
had
done it in the bathroom.
I had a huh?
He should have done it in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, I think she did it in the bath. Yeah, she probably did it in the bathroom. There was like an adult in the house though, like a babysitter with me. Like what I should have done in 3rd grade is told my parents I didn't want to work on homework at ECC at certain times, but I didn't have a choice. Even if I told them, it probably wouldn't make the situation better. That's what I think, but I really should have just told them because I wasn't good at sharing information as a little kid. Like we all make mistakes. Everyone does.
Yeah.
Alright, I still remember making videos with Baby Einstein puppets on
no.
my iPad. I was like, yeah. And then there was one time where my mom interrupted my puppet show and started speaking in a weird voice.
What the hell?
Oh my gosh, I really would imagine how Jeffy would react to that.
Bro, what?
I would have imagine how Jeffy reacted to that.
I don't even know. He's just a puppet. He doesn't have feelings.
He would probably freak out. I didn't even know about Jeffy at that time. I think another thing I want to share about, I think it's like the end of 4th grade is when I stopped going to ECC because I had an au pair. Like they were able to help us out, like me and my family. To be honest, there's one more thing that I'm going to share. It's the Tahoe trip with me and my friends. Sometimes not so well.
Oh boy.
Because one of my friends was like, because when I was asleep, one of my friends like yelled out to my mom and like it woke me up.
Oh my god. Sleeping.
And then like one of my friends just decided to stay up until like 3 in the morning to talk to the devils or something. I don't care.
Dude, what?
It was probably he was probably just imagining them in his head. Like 3 a.m. And it was like at 3 in the morning.
Dude, what?
When my mom came into the room and I was like sleeping, and I was trying to be asleep so I wouldn't take any of the blame for it. And then this happened. My mom said, "Is he in asleep?" And one of my friends says, "Oh no, he's just pretending to be." What a unlucky guess. My mom told me to come downstairs and I said no. To sleep like in my parents' bed with my brother and my dad, I said no. And then she just left the room. And it was at like 4 in the morning when she left the room. I checked my clock. My mom probably overheard me by accident. And then she was like, "Come on downstairs." She had to tell me like 2 or 3 times. Like, that is just like, why would my parents like have to do that?
Exactly.
Yeah, there was like one time like around the time I would see like one of my friends like go like try to sneak downstairs to get himself some food at like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Oh no, that would not end well.
Stop the cap.
He was successful, but there was one time where he tried to sneak downstairs or just and his parents caught him. His parents were like right by the stairs in the cabin.
Oh boy.
We were like staying in a Tahoe cabin.
Okay.
And there was one time where my friend's mom came in the room and my friend just ran out the bedroom and his mom said, "Get back into bed right now."
Oh no.
He listened, luckily.
Oh yeah.
Nothing really There was one time where I did have to like stay with friends one time because of something. I don't remember what. There was one time where I had to like change in my friend's room once.
What?
I was 10 or 11 at the time. Fighting for me and my au pair was still going on. That was mainly because I was scared of her. Now, to be honest, this was summer of 2018.
Alright.
Really, something really bad happened.
What happened?
There was this one time where I was at like my friend had a brother that had a birthday party, and like they were just little kids. He was just a little kid, and the au pair came to the party. Like the au pair,
Be au pair.
like my au pair. Did I not? Oh, you probably remember now.
Oh.
Like I tried to like spy on her or something,
What the hell?
or like see what she's up to, and then things got worse.
Yeah, caught.
I got kicked out of the. I got kicked out of the party
Hey, whose party?
by my mom. It was like my friend's brother. It's someone from another country that helps with.
Oh,
Here, that
oh,
help-
you were spying on them?
Yeah, I was spying on her.
Oh, yeah, stalking isn't the greatest bet.
I wasn't really stalking. I was just like seeing what she was up to. I didn't want her to go near anyone else, like any little kids. By my mom, I like did some very chaotic, not necessarily chaotic, but I did do something like I did do something pretty rude. Like I don't remember how I got caught, but my mom dragged me out of the party while I was walking against her in tears in front of everyone, and she just drove me home.
Bro, what?
And I just lost all my video games for the rest of that day.
Wait, but when did it, like, what time of day did it actually happen?
Close to the afternoon or something.
Alright.
I think I was mad.
You probably were.
Oh, yes, I was. I literally should have. Oh, yeah. I literally should have, like, imagine how Jeffy would have reacted to that if he went through the same thing.
You would probably destroy a lot of stuff.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, I probably would have gotten grounded or, like, taken my video games away for, like, a whole month or something.
I used to get grounded quite a lot.
Wait, you said that you get grounded quite a lot?
Back in those days.
I only got grounded one time, but we will get to that later.
Okay.
My entire elementary school career, that is, like, everything that I needed to share there.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on to middle school, because that's where I met you.
Yep. Oh, yeah. 6th grade. Honestly, though, when I met around Robert that time, he was having issues. Then apparently I got lunch detention for splashing water at him, and then I was forced to not hang around with Robert. And basically I just had to ignore him. But then
Did your parents tell you that?
No. Teacher did.
Oh, yeah, oh my gosh. I've heard a bunch of rumors about him.
Yeah. I mean, after I got lunch detention, bro, I got grounded for 3 months. Like, bro, that's crazy.
What did you get lunch detention for that type of shit?
Splashing water at Robert in the bathroom.
Oh.
That was honestly.
I got detention for looking under the bathroom stall because people forget to lock the doors. The principal.
How did the principal know you were doing that?
Probably hidden security cameras. I don't know. I don't really have anything else.
Oh, yeah. 6th grade, I used to collect Pokemon cards and shit like that, but I stopped eventually.
Yeah, there was one time, like, my parents found out I got detention, and my dad said, if you get detention again, you will be grounded. And I didn't get detention again. Yeah, there was like lots of people getting detention in the most stupidest ways possible at my middle school. And there was one time in the summer of 2018 that I forgot to share where I was going to Six Flags and I had to make a movie. And we stayed like from opening until closing, and then we didn't go super fast.
Oh.
Like, literally, this should have been me when I was going there. Like, when I was going home.
What the hell? Is both speed running? Bro did it in like 15 seconds. Almost 15 seconds. That is crazy.
Moving on to 7th grade. But
Seventh-
before we go to 7th grade,
Yeah.
let's go to summer of 2019.
Alright.
This is where I had to take like a 5-week trip with the trailer.
So, 5
And
weeks.
this, we traveled along the road a long, long time for like 5 weeks. We went out of the state to lots of different places. Even my au pair went. I think I already told you. You probably should know what an au pair
Yeah,
is.
so in our country that works or helps.
It helps out with family, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Basically. In the summer, I should have I didn't really have anything to do on the sabbatical, like the 5-week trip.
Oh,
It was like, yeah, it was planned. Pretty good, except it didn't like staying in a trailer for like a whole 5 weeks.
I mean, honestly, though,
Yeah.
honestly, I'm not surprised, really.
It doesn't really surprise me either. I forgot to share some stuff in 4th grade. Like, in going into EDCC, I would like act out the Super Mario 3D Land cutscenes
Oh,
like every single day. And my brother would join in sometimes. Like, me and my brother just doing that is simply pure fun. Like, me acting out the Super Mario 3D Land cutscenes, like, look at the letter, and then just freak out, and then just run straight towards the playground or the school, and then just jump.
oh,
I'd do that pretty much every day. And there was like one time where my brother would just like stand there around where my spot were at, like pretending to freak out like in front of his friends or something. It was just like really cute.
oh.
Moving on to 7th grade. This is where things start to change for me. Do you still remember when I had blue hair?
Yeah. You used to, like, dye your hair, like...
I still remember that. I've been doing that since like mid 2nd grade. Yeah, and that's when I decided to change, and that's when I decided to grow out my hair. Like it was in like 7th grade. And also in my science class, there was a pet snake and a pet tortoise that my teacher had. To be honest, that was really amazing since I got to have, because there was one time where I got to like handle the snake
Oh.
for a few times.
I
Like it was like my first experience. Like the teacher like put the snake on my shoulder and started crawling down my body.
Oh, boy.
Like I stood very very still, very very still. I was actually kind of nervous doing that, but it wasn't so bad now. And also forgot to mention, I did get a new au pair at the summer of 2019. He was a really cool guy. It was super nice. I didn't get into fights with him like the last one. It was good. Yeah, up until the time where I had to visit family in Texas. And this is when I found out about Jeffy.
Oh, boy.
December of 2019. I think it's 2019 is when I like started like actually making videos. They were pretty bad since I was only like 11, 12. Yeah, they're still on YouTube. Did you notice like any of my ceiling fan videos that are like pretty bad?
Oh, yeah.
Which ones?
They weren't terrible. Honestly, all of them weren't terrible.
The oldest ones probably were though.
Yeah, because it was, like, unedited stuff. So, obviously...
What do you mean by unedited
like,
unedited
it's
stuff?
It's just a raw clip.
Yeah, unedited. I didn't have any. I didn't know about video editing at the time. Alright, so 7th grade. This was in like nothing really actually bad happened in 7th grade. I did not mention this. I was a little kid and I went to my cousin's house and I went outside to like and I saw their dog that I was like afraid of. I used to be afraid of dogs, but not anymore. Like it was a black Labrador that kept on like going the Labrador was probably licking my shoes like while my grandpa was like holding me in the air, and he was like also licking my cousin too. And I was like, "Can we go inside?" And then my grandpa just brought me inside. I was afraid of that dog. Years later, I reunited with my cousin's dog, and we got along just fine. Yeah, I wasn't afraid of that dog anymore.
I see.
But eventually they gave him away. I still miss him to this day. And even though it's probably been like maybe it's been like over 6 years since they gave him away, so it's possible he could have died. I still miss him though to this day.
Oh.
And also there was one time where my phone broke. It wasn't charging and we tried to deal with it and was nothing we can do. Like I recorded a ceiling fan video in 2018 and like all the videos that I recorded gone, just gone. I was super upset because that was like the footage because I might have actually been like I was super talented at Mario Odyssey. In like April, I planned to do that challenge with like no Mario with like hardly any Mario Odyssey experience. I just decided to like jump into it and I only got about halfway. I was 11, but I did 7 months of training for that challenge and recorded myself doing it. I might have actually been like the youngest player of 2018 to ever complete that challenge. I was 11, but since I recorded it, that video was also gone. I might actually get emotional here. Don't mind me. That video was actually gone. It was gone. It took me like a full 90 minutes in November to actually do that super hard challenge in Mario Odyssey, which is called Spinning Athletics Jumpless. It took me 90 minutes to complete that challenge.
Oh, rip.
I never gave up, never got frustrated, and I completed it. And all that happened is that the video and all the other videos on my old phone gone. Even though I made a ceiling fan video in like November of 2018, I had to wait all the way until like December of 2019 to actually record that again. You know how it feels, don't you?
It's tough.
If it wasn't the video of me doing the jumpless challenge would have been uploaded on my channel as of right now. It's still even super hard to actually think about this. Anyways, moving back to 7th grade. Everything was like going fine. Like, also I think, I forgot to mention, I did have therapy one time, like a bunch of times. I would say mainly because I got into fights with my first au pair. And then when my second au pair came, it got much better, but still, I went because I didn't want to like I had to have a new therapist because like my other one actually my old one actually got pregnant
What the hell?
at that time. I did go to like therapy like longer than I should have went though, but still, I was having like problems. I was still having like behavioral problems and like anxiety worries. Also, let me ask you this: have you ever had braces before?
No. Never.
Because I have October 2018 to like February 2020. And I didn't want to like smile with teeth at all in school pictures. And my parents like even tried to like bribe me into doing that. And I was like, nope, not doing it. And this was up until it was going really well up until COVID hit. All the schools shut down. We were all put into online classes. And I did not like that. I did not like that at all. It's really, really hard to like actually do the online classes. COVID really fucked me up. Because then I had to return to therapy for more behavioral issues for like another like year or so. It got better though. Nothing really much to share about 8th grade except for like going to hybrid. Like part-time in person, part-time online. And I forgot to share this.
What?
Like I did grow my hair out pretty long. Yeah, and like my second au pair recommended me to do a man bun or something.
The hell?
Yeah, he recommended me to do a man bun.
I don't know what that really does, but alright.
You don't even know what a man bun is?
No.
It's like a hairstyle.
Oh, no. Haven't heard of it.
You've never heard of it?
No.
Understandable. Like my mom like actually did it to me and it looked like, to be honest, like this was during the COVID pandemic. Yeah, because she didn't like put all of my hair up in a man bun. She only did like part of it. Yeah, this is like clearly I did find out about Jeffy in like 2019, but then my parents like found out about him and they said Jeffy makes fun of people with disabilities. But he clearly does not. They just make these videos for entertainment.
Weird.
But Jeffy, he is like very poorly behaved. He promotes violence, does lots of bad things, and other stuff. But they just do it for entertainment. Like, we know we shouldn't do these things. So, like, other people, like, should be allowed to, like, watch Jeffy.
Yeah.
Like, even though I can, since I'm 18 years old, like, other people should be able to, since Jeffy doesn't make fun of people with disabilities.
Real.
Now, to be honest, this is, like, nothing really much to share about 8th grade or anything. Like, the man bun situation, like, I literally, like, my mom should have just put, like, all of my hair in a man bun. That would have been, like, that would have looked less silly.
8th grade, honestly, was just probably one of the most chillest years I've ever had. I think you were in my history class, 8th grade. Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I remember.
Your voice was a bit different there, even though it was a bit deep back in those days.
Yeah, and there was one time where my plane for Florida in summer 2021 had cockpit problems.
Skill
yeah.
issue.
It was so delayed. Like, one of our suitcases was on a different plane,
Oh,
and we had to wait a day to get it.
Oh my god.
It was tough. I stayed in Florida for like a month. That was good.
Alright.
And 2021 is also the year I got into Friday Night Funkin'.
Oh yeah, somewhere around there I got a little bit interested into it until 2022.
I got into, and when I played the game, I was very interested into it, and like, I'm gonna play this game for the rest of my life. And here I am,
That's where you
playing
are now.
Ozu. Still playing it.
Yeah.
To be honest, I honestly loved Friday Night Funkin'.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very fun game. But this was about freshman year where I was like really struggling in like the college prep classes
Oh,
because of my disability. Did you struggle at all as a freshman?
yeah, I did.
I struggled a whole bunch
Yeah, I had a stupid
as a
fucking
freshman.
I had a stupid fucking teacher for math that literally couldn't even help me get a grade up. Like, start off pretty with a pretty bad grade. That got
Wasn't
grounded for
that,
2
like-
months.
Wasn't that like sophomore year?
No, I mean I got grounded 3 months. Yeah, where I failed something and then it took like 3 months to recover.
And so what I did is that I went to the ARC for help. I first tried really hard, and then I made a tough decision that I just switched to easier classes.
SAI.
Yep, SAI.
Yeah,
And in 2022 is when my other dog passed away. That was like really sweet.
that's terrible. I'm sorry for your loss.
That was like 3 years ago.
But still, I am so sorry about what happened to your dog.
I know. Like, we knew this would happen ahead of time to him, but still.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I think I was like during like 20, I think like I suffered one of my first losses. My dad's dad. Yep.
Oh.
Heart attack. My dad was pretty sad back then. I don't even know. I mean, he's recovering.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I don't really think I have anything else to share about like freshman year besides
Yeah,
is that
freshman year I started to take speech again and I worked with Miss Thompson till pretty much nowadays.
Yeah.
Bruh, I was an absolute maniac in 9th grade. I was so immature.
and oh yes, I still remember running after that random dude's water bottle in 7th grade.
Oh yeah, that was
He said, I swear to God.
I think I even witnessed you actually do that. And honestly, it was funny.
Yeah, you did. You did. Yeah, and there was one time, every time that guy would see me, he would like always make a face. Like there was one time where I was just opening the door to get out of the restroom, and he was on the other side opening the door at the same time as I was, and he saw me.
Oh no.
Every time like he would caught me, I would say, uh-oh.
Oh shit.
He caught my ass.
Okay.
That's something that Jeffy would say.
He would have.
Like he said that before.
Oh. Other than that, I got grounded for like 3 months over a stupid F. Well, actually, that happened sophomore year, and
I got a lot of F's in freshman year.
I only had one F.
Sophomore year was where like things kind of took a turn for me.
Sophomore year, I nearly failed.
Fire alarm malfunction.
Oh, that was so fucking annoying. I swear to God, bro.
It only went off in like the portables like 3 times. I was in that building, so I got pretty lucky.
Yeah, I never even had a classroom in the portables.
There was one time where we had to go to a show in like summer 2022. That's when my grandparents moved away to Washington in like September. And like there was one time where I was playing a game on my phone and my mom decides to like rest her head like on my shoulder. And then and then I was like, "Get your head off my shoulder."
And what?
I didn't really say that though. I was
Oh.
like, "Hey, just get off me. You want to lay down? Lay on the other side." We were outside, sitting on like one of those stone things at like our high school that we've seen, similar
Yeah.
to those. I don't know. There was like one time in my sophomore year where I actually had to, like, I never failed a single test sophomore year, even though I did go to the ARC a couple times, and eventually I got math pretty straightforward, like the first semester, sophomore.
So, you're all talking about sophomore. Oh, sophomore year. We're
All right, second semester actually got kind of bad.
Oh yeah, same for me.
Yeah, I had to, like, I had lots of homework. I was, like, super worried. Like, my parents had a trip to go to Disneyland just
Oh.
before finals.
Oh yeah, that was tough. You told me about
Like, they didn't know it was finals.
I think you told me.
Like,
during-
I cried.
You told me during junior year, or even sophomore year, actually. And I think I got grounded for like 3 months because I failed. Well, I had an F in one of my classes, and I had to freaking recover that like the rest of the year due to my teacher getting absent because she was pregnant at the time. But
Oh, yeah, I heard a lot about that. I heard a whole bunch about that. I was actually still. This sophomore year was around the time when I got into OSU. It was a lot more fun.
oh, okay. I think I got into it around that time too, like mid 2023. So we're in the summer actually. That was summer 2023.
I think I got into it in like spring 2023.
Yeah, no, June. So around June. Because I remember starting it 2023 and then. Well, I did rhythm games in the past. I ended up switching to OSU just for improvement. I ended up switching to OSU for improvement because I did 11 months on boba and I was not getting anywhere.
Oh, yeah. Now, to be honest, I started OSU in like March of 2023.
I started like 3 months after that. And I'm pretty sure I got you in
OSU?
Yeah, 'cause I think I remember recommending it, even though I didn't get it until much later. Oh yeah, and then obviously I got Ian into Discord, because new texting and stuff type shit. 2022, I believe that was like the summer of 2022.
Oh, yeah, I saw you like ranting about stuff, and that's what got me into doing it.
Discord.
Yep.
Oh, I started
Also-
Discord for like a former friend like. Well, I don't even talk to him no more. Like he got me into Discord in like 2020, summer.
Also, don't even think about mentioning that guy that said the N-word and got me sent to the principal's office.
What the hell? Yeah, we're not gonna mention that.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, because it's a pretty bad story.
Yeah, it is
Sophomore
really
year-
bad.
Sophomore year, just not much really happened except I got grounded for 3 months and that was actually the last time I got grounded. Actually,
Oh, okay. And sophomore year, like in like May, I started to like struggle with like homework and studying and stuff, and I just had to cramp a lot of studying in because of my parents having me to go to Disneyland because they would say like no video games at all during the trip, and that's just bullshit. And I would honestly say like if they should allow me to play video games, if I don't want to go more than a week without video games like Ozu, they should either let me play every day and don't have me play on the weekends, or let me play on the weekends when they go to Disneyland.
yeah, pretty much like this is where things really started to turn into my life. Like I got a lot of traumatic experience during 2022. 2013.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I
told you
did
about
too.
it.
Like one of my classes were chaotic.
None of my classes were chaotic, but yeah. I actually forgot to tell about a weird story in 7th grade. Some girls used to go after me. Yep, it was not funny. Not funny at all. Over my looks, dude, that is honestly so stupid. Like, why would girls go after just one guy, bro? Like a year younger. That is creepy.
I cried so much when I ruined my mom's birthday trip because like,
Oh,
she never deserved that. Like,
real.
I really should have just like talked with her about. I really should have just talked to her about it. Like that it
Yeah.
was like just before finals and stuff.
I didn't even have to worry about that actually. So around summer 2023, that's when I went to Yellowstone, and that trip lasted a week. And getting there by driving took 2 days.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about my story in mid 2021. Oh yeah, I got to visit one of my older cousins in mid 2021, and honestly, it was a blast. I loved it. East Coast is so cool. I even got to visit one of my mom's old workplaces in
Also,
the
I
East
forgot to
Coast.
share something from like seventh grade. Have you ever fallen asleep in class in middle school?
No one never did.
Okay, because in sixth and seventh grade, I did it a lot.
I didn't fall asleep in class a lot though, but well,
Yeah,
nowadays I was.
there was one time where I fell asleep for on Tuesday and Thursday in like the same week, and then the first day for the next semester I did it again. And like for 2 days in a week, my mom said if we fall asleep for 4 days, then we're gonna think you fall asleep every single day, and we're just gonna make you go to bed early every day. Absolute bull.
Yeah, true. I mean, back in like sophomore year, I used to sleep at like freaking 10 p.m. Well, actually, no, no. 8th to 10th grade, I used to sleep like at 10 p.m. Like I get tired at 10 p.m. and then also, you know what was even bullshit? I used to have a deadline for video games. I used to have a deadline for video games at like 9:30, and then I did something real shit, and then it got down to 8:30. So during those times, I spent like an hour and a half just watching YouTube. I mean, I was
Okay.
allowed to watch YouTube, but just not getting past 8:30 until eventually, like early and mid 2023, the rules revoked and I could just play whenever I want.
All right, junior year. Like sophomore
Oh,
year, it was probably the hardest for me because I just barely did that. I barely held on to an A in geometry. Like fucking hell.
dude,
I
literally my
clutched that so hard.
sophomore year was probably like one of my easiest years. Freshman year, I absolute died on. Like it was so hard because of bad math teacher. That's
Oh
it.
my gosh, I clutched that grade. I clutched that geometry grade so hard.
Geometry, I did really good because I had a good teacher who is now in a different high school. I don't know. A lot of teachers were moving to this other high school that we're not going to mention. As you know, location leak. Not a good answer.
All right, yeah. Junior year has probably got to be one of the hardest years because of video production. I had to do script writing and had to make a video in like a
Oh,
full semester.
oh yeah. Lily
The second
Junior.
one,
Yeah, I was struggling U.S. history. I was like terrible at history. I mean, in sophomore year, I was just crushing the competition with freaking history. I did good, and yeah, I ended up doing English to intensive because I was pretty bad at writing. So I ended up learning how to write more stuff, and eventually now I became really like good at writing because YouTube. Well, then again, I started YouTube in like sophomore year, like September 2022. Freaking first video was Funky Friday. The start of my YouTube channel was really just rhythm game content, which for 6 months only gained 100 subscribers, which was absolute terrible. So I ended up switching to different content in somewhere around 2023, and that carried me to 2K subs until I quit it. Until I quit it somewhere around like no, it carried me to like I think at some point like 2.5K ish. I like quit it because game out pay to win like crazy on Roblox. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I started Roblox initially in 2017 on a different account, and I forgot the initial account, and then I had a 2018 account, but I got hacked, and ended up quitting Roblox. No, in like early 2020, and then I ended up quitting for a year, and then returning like mid 2021 with my current account. Other than that, that was just a little story of how I like quit Roblox for like a year and a half.
yeah, so here's a little story about junior year that I'm going to summarize. So apparently video production for script writing, like I did not like script writing that much. I was not I wasn't very creative in video production. I couldn't write well. I I typed up my script and like printed it, I think. I don't really remember.
Oh,
But yeah, I had to make videos, and there was one time, twice, where I made it on the video bulletin.
oh, yeah. Obviously I didn't want to show my appearance on the video bulletins because I did not deserve to be identified more. Because my life is pretty much hidden. Most of the time, it's just hidden. I don't want my identity being hidden in the school bell. Well, actually, my identity was hidden at school because, yeah, I just didn't like. I was a shy person. I'm still a shy person. I just barely speak. That's it. At school, I just do
Yeah.
not talk.
Yeah, even though it was hard to work in a group of people, because I didn't want to do like most of the videos solo.
Yeah.
I most of the time did not want to do any of the videos solo
All right.
because it was just going to be really hard. I'm not very creative, especially in the second semester, where where I had to like make a full entire video in just one semester. It's like 5 to 10 minutes or something.
Oh.
And I heard that you need like at least 5 weeks to actually edit it. For me, it only took me like 2 weeks to actually edit it. It was like very fast for me, and that was like actually unusual because I was probably freaking out in the second semester that I wouldn't be able to get everything done on time. Like, it was just a real pain in the ass for me to take video production.
Oh, yeah. I didn't take video production because I wasn't really interested in it.
I was interested in it because I loved making videos.
Yeah, but apparently it was just
I didn't-
necessary.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was going to be like so much work.
Yeah.
Apparently, to be honest, junior year was probably like the hardest. I did do good in all the classes, but I forgot to like schedule a backup, so I had to do like, since my mom like looked at my schedule like just after my junior year ended, and I saw that I was signed up for video production too when I didn't even need it. But luckily, my schedule changed.
Good.
Summer of 2023, just hung out with my cousins, did lots of iShow Speed Persona, just being like pure funny.
Oh yeah, I remember that I Show Speed Persona. I used to do it for like a year, till you eventually grew out of it. Oh yeah, 2023. I used to take I ended up finishing my PE credits in junior year, and honestly though, I got this class called Team Sports, and that was so fun. You just play in just teams. You just play sports and like team stuff, and honestly, it was really good. I loved it. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
my schedule got changed so last minute to weightlifting senior year. Like, I didn't originally plan to take weightlifting. I planned to take financial literacy. And to be honest, I loved weightlifting. It was better than walking for fitness. It was just pure fun because it was just more active.
Yeah, I mean that's how you got to more interested in the gym. I honestly was just lazy during senior year, but junior year I had a good physique. Now I'm
I don't
very much-
really-
my physique is terrible now.
I don't really remember how I got into weightlifting, though.
I know I used to do taekwondo for like 10 years and then ended up quitting in like somewhere around senior year. I think like
I
November.
did gymnastics. I did gymnastics for like 8 years, I think,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
I quit.
Yeah, fair enough.
In the COVID pandemic, that I quit.
Yeah, I ended up continuing taekwondo even during COVID, and it was difficult. Before I like quit, I'm pretty much known as like a third degree black belt. That's how good I was, and my physique was good back in those days, and now it's terrible because I haven't
Yep.
exercised in like almost like 7
And
8
then
months.
and then let me tell you something about senior year that you already know.
What?
Culinary class.
Oh yeah, I also took culinary, but I was
Where?
What? Senior year.
We had the same teacher though.
Yeah, but different period. Yeah, I had chef like 6th period. You had her 6th period.
Yeah, I did.
And honestly though, chef is really good. Is really good.
Yeah, but I think I should talk about the problems I had. Alright, so apparently, like, I don't mean this in any rude way or any offensive way, but I was like, I did not want my hair to be tied back at all, because I was like so against using a hair tie. Like I would just like use a hairnet or something, and I didn't like I was worried that I was gonna like forget my hairnet, so I was so worried. Like I felt that I had to do something. I felt that I had to do something to like do that, or like try to make myself not forget the hairnets or something, or like do whatever I need to do to like if I forget them or something. Like maybe just have my hair down the entire time. I don't care. I don't know.
Oh,
yeah.
I got hair ties.
We were. Yeah.
That was legit. Like I would be like, you gotta like listen to chef, bro.
Yeah, there was like one time, like it was so hard. Like I was like constantly complaining about this because I was so against it. And to be honest, it got to the point where I just did a whole bunch of Jeffy persona.
Oh yeah, which I think is still happening to this day still.
It got to the point where you had to tell me to stop doing it.
Yeah.
And you were like, that's not funny.
Yeah, actually it wasn't even funny. I even when I had a voice special for proof that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a
long time ago.
That I did a voice special on where I called you a girl. Really, it's just a joke. It was just a joke. Wasn't meant to.
And yeah, that's pretty much enough about like culinary. But to be honest, it felt like actual pure luck when I didn't have my hairnets and I was using a knife on Play-Doh.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I used to sit and cut stuff, and then I realized it's actually dangerous. I realized it's actually dangerous to do that, so I ended up like got more used to standing up.
Bro, that was literally luck. You don't even understand. Like I had my hair down the whole time. Like I still don't get it.
Yeah, honestly, I don't even get it either. I was legit also telling you to put your hair back too, and honestly though, like, nah, I'll find an alternative.
Yeah, imagine we were like in the same class and I kept on refusing when you told me to.
I'll literally just have to step in.
Like, what would you do?
I'd probably just, either I'd ask Chef or just see what's going on. Like, Chef, are you okay? Or, Chef, what's going on? But I had her 6th period. But also, like, during, like, senior year, well, later senior year, that actually happened, so, like, May 30th, I had to take a I had to take a college class to cover art credit, because I didn't know what the frick to take, freaking art credit. So I ended up with doing, like, band history, and it was really good. It was online. Fun fact, it was online, so I was just like, just do it. Got an A- on it.
Yeah, I really loved weightlifting senior year. It was better than walking for fitness, to be honest.
Yeah, walking for fitness.
Yeah, it was. And also, why I'm so against using a hair tie is because it would look silly for how short my hair is.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm just so against that.
Okay, that actually is true. I mean, it's honestly valid. It's valid. A senior year.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is valid. I really loved weightlifting. Like I took it my senior year, and I gotten a lot stronger.
Oh yeah, honestly though, I've been gotten like much lazier over the years. Junior year, honestly, I like chemistry. It's pretty interesting, and yeah, and getting support from my chem teacher because he realized I was autistic and I needed help, and I was glad to use a note card on the test, which gave me an advantage. Help boost my grades, which they were absolute ass. And then note cards really saved my life. Yeah, I mean, then again, I gotten sick like twice in a row. Well, actually, like junior year, after I took a test for chem, I like just had a really bad fever that sent me home like 30 minutes before I could even leave. It was terrible. It was a fever that got me disoriented. I couldn't even like move. I couldn't even like, I was pretty much stunned, or just couldn't really move for like 2 hours, and I was fine after that. It was less worse. But this year when I got sick, it was terrible, and I literally had the perfect attendance. I never skipped any classes. I never had any tardies, well, except for like one time in my freshman year. But I pretty much never had tardies and absences until like I got sick and had like 9 absences. It was terrible. It was actually when the fever was actually when the flu was actually a big problem in early 25. Now that it's mid 2025, early 2025 was the issue, and I couldn't even speak. I legit was just stuck at home. Couldn't even do a simple task. Couldn't even stream either.
Also, the proms were like really fun. Junior and senior prom. We went solo both years.
Yeah, they were pretty good. I mean, honestly, I like the senior one better because it's a more open area. It was also a very beautiful scene. Junior year was probably the most boring piece of, but it was still good.
Yeah, I went to homecoming senior year, and it was a lot of fun.
I didn't go to Hoko because I had bad standing. I had bad standing because I had a D in forensics, so I couldn't go due to bad standing.
Understandable.
Yeah, but I ended up
So,
improving to C minus, so I should be okay.
Yeah, and then later, we graduated from our high school.
Which is today, which brings us here today.
That was today.
Which means we're going to be off to college. Not very soon, but like in a few months. This is summer break of 2025. So honestly though, I forgot to explain my story in like 2024, by the way. So before we head out for today, I want to explain my 2024 time. So summer 2024, I went to my parents' home country. I'm not gonna explain what it is because no, that's location wise. But my parents' home country, and honestly, it was just the internet was pretty shit. I couldn't even do anything except watching YouTube and like playing Among Us with my sis. That was all I could do. Yeah, all I was doing was just watching. And there's never any internet outside. That was also an issue. Like there's never any internet outside. No seasons. It was just every day, 88 degrees. It would be hot inside. It would pretty much be hot every day. It's also lots of rain and storm and power outages come. It was terrible. Then like first like a week in, I got food poisoning, which was pretty terrible. That lasted for 2 weeks because it was untreated. It was untreated. I had to deal with it for 2 weeks, and I was food poisoned 2 weeks. I don't know what the f- I ate, but I don't know, something that poisoned me, which I don't know which one it was. Other than that, the trip was pretty cool. I mean, I got to see the beaches, and honestly, there was actually good internet there. There was actually good internet in the beach area, and I loved the beach scene. It was really beautiful. Like the pool, yeah, it was really beautiful. Like the beach is so good. Then it's the Indian Ocean, so yeah, seas should be warm. Honestly, though, it was a really good trip. Honestly, summer 2024 was really good. I got to see some of my cousins, family, friends, and my dad's best friend. Lots of good stuff. A lot of good times.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot.
And also,
Go ahead.
Also, I plan to take like a laboratory class in college, but not this semester. So maybe I should start overcoming that fear of putting my hair back, since one of the other reasons is that I'm worried about what people will say. So maybe I should like start overcoming that
True.
fear.
Yeah, I've had issues with that. Well, what I forgot to explain was 2021. Oh yeah, I remember an incident where one of my younger cousins who was 7 at the time and now is like 11. Oh, he put a freaking leg on my fucking ear. It was so bad that I got ear ringing. That legit just it wasn't good. I saw him again in like 2024 and he is still annoying. And then and this year I got to see one of my other older cousins, and he actually said that his the one that I put a leg on me, the same cousin, but it's just his older brother, who's like much older than him. He said he's like annoying. It's only like 6 years older than me, so yeah, but yeah, he was really chill guy. He was really he's a good cousin. Oh yeah, and I also forgot somewhere in like early 25, my closest cousin was basically like family. It's like like my older brother, kind of. I treat him like an older brother. They came over, and honestly, we had a good time. Went to pretty good places. And honestly, I was laughing like crazy with him. He was, but then that problem was it really affected my school. Like I was struggling in math. I even felt like I wanted to kill myself. Which I did not find that worth it because then I started working hard a few weeks before finals, and this is where I am, graduation, and I made it. Killing yourself is not worth it. Do not ever try to kill yourself. It is not a great idea. Don't you try to do it.
Yep.
Oh.
I should probably start overcoming that fear of me putting my hair back. I might need some help, though. But anyway, that is the end of our life stories.
Yep. Subscribe to Ian's channel, just like I said. I'm pretty much the filmer of this, and pretty much Ian's gonna upload this video. So, yeah.
Make sure you subscribe to Drules if you haven't yet.
Yeah. Link in the description. Alright. Peace out.
Peace out.